Xi Jinping, the President of the People's Republic of China, in 2016 also changed China forever. He said at one point that China, by 2030, that's in 8 years from now, will become the leader in global innovation. And that, of course, created a lot of tensions with the US and then later with Europe, and we all know about that. I wrote a second book about all that. But the reality is that this created a lot of tensions. But the difference was that they didn't want to beat the West on innovation. They wanted to actually innovate to solve the huge problems they had in their own country. And they wanted to do that with these disruptive technologies. For them, it was not about catching up with the West. And that's the misconception we have. They didn't want to catch up. They wanted to actually leapfrog into the future, the uncertain future, because they knew that every business model, every industry in the world will be completely rewritten with these technologies. And so what you started seeing in 2016 was that actually many companies in China started calling themselves an AI company or an IoT company or we're a 5G company, even though they were maybe a shoe manufacturer or a textile company, which had nothing to do with technology. But it's the mindset. And this has to do with everything just jumping into the future. Now, these 9 technologies and some more, if you look at it today, I can tell you China is already leading the world in innovation in these 9 technologies when you purely look at the implementation into society. I'm not talking about research or about inventions, but purely the implementation into society. And specifically for AI, this is a huge difference. But only 10 years ago, we were convinced in the West that China would take at least 20 years to innovate. Maybe 100 years before they could catch up with us, if ever. Same magazines today are writing about this technology race between China and the US on all 9 of these technologies, and specifically on AI these days.